What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Exoria. Oh yeah, guys. So last episode we started setting up power. Yeah, we got ourselves a battery block. We got ourselves a Thermo-pile, which takes the difference between the temperature of water and lava, I suppose, and generates power out of it. Yep, so we are generating electricity and we are storing it in this battery block over here. Still looks like it is filling up. So off camera, I've been doing some things. I made some diamond chests over here. I took some of our diamond dust, I put it through our condenser, made diamonds out of it, and then I decided that we should upgrade our strainers over here that we haven't been using for a while to, well, the reinforced versions that do in fact use diamonds. So we have 4 diamonds and 4 obsidian per, so that's gonna last for quite some time. I started on this path because our sapphire excavator we're using is nearing its end of life. I really like this tool because it does a 3x3, and we were running low on sapphire, so if I want to make another one, yeah, we were gonna have problems with that. So anyway, I upgraded all of this stuff. I upgraded the other one, we put in the other, whatever this is, a reinforced survivalist strainer as well. It has 8,520 plus uses. I guess 8,640 is the total, according to the durability number there. So yeah, we got lots of storage space, we got lots of durability, and these have a pretty high efficiency too, 25%, as opposed to the other ones, the iron ones, which is like 10%. And it says that these are enchantable, so I guess we could put like unbreaking on them at some point in the future. Anyway, other things that I've been doing around here, I've been doing some digging, that's why that tool has low durability. And then I put some drawers over here so we could store the stuff. I made some storage upgrades so we can put more than the 2,048 blocks in there. And then I made another drawer here specifically for basalt since we're getting a lot of that, and our block chest over here was getting quite full. I've been doing digging downstairs here, trying to open this up a little bit, kind of following the chunks. Let's see if I F9 a few times. You can see, yeah, the grid is right around the chunk area. I was kind of following this. I was going to open up underneath our base since we're going to be getting into power, and we're going to need places to run those wires. And since we already had this basement area kind of dug out, I figured, you know, might as well expand it to the chunk borders here. Yeah, and open up everything that we have chunk loaded. But as you can see, I didn't get very far before we were running low on tool durability. So we're putting that on hold for the moment. But yes, we have a lot more room down here. I might be able to move some of these oreberry bushes like over this way and just make it easier to harvest them all. It's kind of annoying to get between all of these and stuff. Anyway, that'll be something that I just do off camera when we get to that point. Right, so I guess I can take this chisel out of my inventory. I had to chisel some more stone blocks to put on the other side of the oreberry bushes, since that was the wall behind these things before. And I also chiseled some more of these glass panes, because if I don't have this here, the water, well, maybe it's not doing it now. It was kind of like getting really low on that side. I guess it does kind of go down in an angle here. So that's not necessary, but I did put it there. Yeah, I guess you can't see it. So it like make that water flush, I guess. And it also kind of hides a little hole underneath the chest here. Anyway, so what we wanted to do today was work on some more quests. So let's take a look at doing that. So powered smelting, that's probably something that we're gonna want. So we don't have to keep making use of our vanilla furnace for, you know, smelting different things like stone. I had to smelt a bunch of stone for the stone slabs downstairs. The other things that we can do, let's see, back to power up, powering the crucible. This is another one that I think is gonna be pretty useful for us. So we can heat up our, I can never remember the name, our melting crucible with electricity. I think that's going to be really awesome. So let's take a look, first of all, at doing this, if we can, induction heater. So the induction heater requires a whole lot of stuff. Oh my goodness. Refractory casing standard. Did we? No, I was going to say, did we have an extra one? I was thinking we made like multiple of these from that recipe, but I guess not. So we need Adobe once again. We haven't had to touch Adobe for quite some time, but I do believe we made extra before I removed our Adobe things. Do we have extra? Yes, we have 20 dried Adobe here. Right, so we have that taken care of. It's just 4 per recipe. Okay, and then we need 4 iron plates. I did smelt, or I guess I should say, I went and I harvested a bunch of trees. I took all the leaves that we had in this chest, I turned it into water, and I was growing more iron ore berries, and I smelted all that iron ore berry down, then I collected more leaves. I switched over to oak. So we have quite a lot of iron now. We were down to almost nothing previously, and then I took a lot of the other ore berries that we had, smelted those all down, and then I've been collecting more since then. I've been doing a lot of stuff off camera here. Just trying to get resources going so we can make some progress without having to stop every 5 minutes to get more resources. That's the idea anyway. So there is that done. So we come over here. We have to make the adobe. Like so, and I'll keep those other adobe bricks until we need them for something else later. So we have that, we could do this and that, and there is our refractory casing standard. Now we go back into this, so we need 4 heating coils, which needs electrum coil blocks, which means we need, I guess, 32 MV wire coils. Okay, so we gotta do some electrum wires, which means we need the electrum plates. Oh boy, how much electrum do we have right now? We have 6 electrum, so we are definitely gonna need to take some gold and take some silver and turn that all into electrum and do some stuff with that. Yep. So that means more ember fun. I guess I do need to disconnect this. Keep having problems if we leave that connected. The flow of liquids do weird things in embers, and we don't want that to happen. Okay, so we do that. Those will get mixed in this centrifuge. Yeah. Okay, so what we need to do is put gold in one, silver in the other. Eventually they will melt and mix. Probably gonna have to get some more ember juice over here to get this thing going. We don't want that to be plate stamped. We are gonna want it to be turned into an ingot, so we need to go get the ingot thing. This one there. Okay. So many things to do. I should have grabbed some of the ember stuff while I was over there, but I didn't. Why did I? Oh, I must have saw some sparks. I thought I saw something up there on this block. Interesting. So we can place that back here. So how are we doing on this? We have some silver. And is that... I'm seeing 2 different fluids there. I guess that's silver. The middle bar there confused me. It was blue instead of silver color, and I was thinking that that might have been water. So it doesn't look like we're getting gold coming in. That's on. I'm not sure why. It looks like that was smelting. Oh, that's got our silver in it. This is the one that's got our gold, right? Is this one on? That's off. Okay, so now we can do that. Good. So now we're mixing. We should be making our electrum. Okay, very good. So I'll let this finish up. I will try and make the rest of the stuff for this. That's a copper plate, some redstone. That's all easy. More redstone in here, which means we are going to need to cook up a lot more redstone. I don't know if I had any extra over here. It doesn't look like it. So I need to smash down some more magma rock stuff into the dust to cook that up. Lots of things to do here. So I'm going to get to work. We'll be back, guys. All right, guys. Well, I've done a lot of crafting here, and in fact, I did more than what I needed to do. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that recipe. This is working out pretty good for us, actually. I took a lot of these, the rocks, and I smelted those down. We needed some more after all that extensive crafting that I just did. Anyway, I was looking at this induction heater. We were making this, and I saw that we needed the heating coil, which requires these electrum coil blocks, right? So it's 8 of those per block. We needed 4 of those induction heating coil things, so I made enough of these MV wire coils to make 4 of these electrum coil blocks. What I didn't notice is that this makes 4. Yeah, so we only needed 8 of the electrum. I ended up making half a stack, so we have 24 of these MV wire coils left over, which I guess is fine for us moving power around for later, but yeah, I ended up making way more electrum and way more of these than what we needed. Anyway, so we have everything set up here, and there's our induction heater. That says uses energy to generate heat for a melting crucible, requires RF, FE, or Tesla to operate. Okay, so with that, we should be able to take power from our battery here, or I guess our Thermo-pile directly, and power, well, what this is going to be replaced with. So if we put this here, I wonder, I have not tried extracting power from this battery block yet. So that says, oh, did I put the wrong one there? I put the wrong one there. Let's get rid of that. We'll place this one here. So there is no like interface on here. It just says RF, how much it has. I wonder how much power RF it takes per tick. I don't know. So anyway, we can grab these electric connectors and where is that other thing? The coil thing up here. Okay. Let's try connecting from this to this and see if this will provide it power, because I don't really know how this works too well. It just doesn't say any... Wait, no. Oh no, that's going down temperature. Do I have to like click this on a side to like get it to output? There's probably some magnetic craft hammer. Looks like steel hammer. So I wonder if that iron hammer that we've been using to smash things is what we can use to change the side. I honestly don't know if that is sighted. I have that on me, don't I? So if I right click on this, shift right click. I did see that this side had that little dot, but I'm not sure how to get the power out of this thing. Let's try right clicking with an open hand, shift right clicking. Oop, that's redstone. Yeah, I'm not sure how to extract power out of this thing. It's probably something I'm gonna have to go look up or figure out. You would think it'd be pretty simple, or maybe it just doesn't accept this type of power. Maybe that's the problem. We could also, just out of curiosity, try and disconnect this and connect this directly over and see if that does something different. Let's try that. So if we do a shift right click and a click here, well, it looked like it had power, and now that power is going down. Are we generating power? Are we generating heat? So how does that work? This says it has some J. I assume that's joules. Can it not like send power and receive power at the same time? Maybe that's the deal here. Let's try one more time. We'll connect that and this to that. Yeah, it had RF in there for a second, and then it's no longer has RF. I'm not sure why that had RF a little bit. Okay, well, I'm going to play around with this for some time here. See if I can get something figured out. I'm not sure why it's not working. We could try connecting to the dot. Maybe the dot's the only part that sends power. Well, now it's got power. It looks like it is. Okay, it is receiving power. So maybe the dot is the answer. So that shows that we are losing power. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know. Does the Thermo-pile connect? Does it insert power from the side then, not the dot face? We can try that. Yeah, it looks like we are still losing power. So I guess this doesn't really make too much power at all. How are we doing here? Yeah, the temperature is rising. Okay, well, we figured some things out here. We are definitely going to need more power to get this thing going. This is not going to cut it. All right, so I figured out what I was doing wrong. The one spot on the battery that has the dot, that's the input and the output, I guess. Anyway, this is how we were able to get power in, and then I can also connect another wire to that same connector and bring it over to our induction heater and extract power out. So I was looking at this Thermo-pile. With the one source block of lava, it's now directly underneath it. It was producing 100 heat units, I guess. For each source block of water, we're producing 25. So you can see I put source blocks of water on all four sides, and now we have 100 and 100 for heat and cooling, and now we're making 10 watts of power. I don't know if 1 watt equals 1 RF in this mod, but it seems like we're doing 10 watts and we're getting 10 RF over here, fluctuating between 9 and 10. I don't know if that's how this thing works, but that's what it seems like. Anyway, this isn't producing very much power at all. Yeah, and it's not enough to keep this thing going. Our temperature's barely... It's not even registering on this bar, really. So, yeah, we can't really keep this thing going in this fashion. Also, another thing that I've noticed, when I right-click on this, it says... Oh, no, I guess it's fine. That connector might just have been messing with it. Let's put that connector back. Yeah, it says room's not big enough, missing 49 blocks. Okay, so this has to be exposed to the room. So if we're gonna connect it, it has to be connected from like underneath or whatever. Otherwise, this block just doesn't like being in here. Okay, well, so we discovered a few things here. Without that on there, the voltage goes up when we reach about 90 volts. then we start storing power in this battery. So I think we're going to leave that alone for now. There's really not a lot that we can do with this Thermo-pile. It is a way to generate a little bit of power, but it's not enough to power our induction heater. So going back to the quest book, I think it's time for us to move on. Powered smelting, we're probably not going to be able to do much with that either with the Thermo-pile. Like, we could most likely make a few of these Thermo-piles, connect them all together, and then get some power coming out of it. But is it worth it? I don't know. Let's take a look at doing this. So this is Power Mark II. I discovered a way to make a second sort of power. Kinetic power from the wind is a good source of energy. Luckily, I can convert the first kind into this second kind of power. This new power system has new ways to transfer and store power as well. So this is probably going to be a little bit better. This wants us to make a windmill and Kinetic dynamo. We're probably going to not be using the windmill, and we'll probably end up making a water mill if we can. But for the quest, we have to make the windmill, so let's get going on that. So one windmill is going to be 1 iron ingot plus 8 windmill blades, and those windmill blades are going to require a lot of treated wood and some treated sticks. Now this is good because we haven't really done anything with the creosote oil that we have gotten previously, but this looks like this does require lacquer planks in order to proceed. So lacquer planks, I guess we did mess with this a little bit the other day, didn't we? I remember doing this lacquer stuff. We had to put Urshi into the cauldron and then put the planks in there, and then we're going to have to wait. So I guess the question is, how many planks are we going to need? So if we go back to this, the windmill blade requires 3. We could say 4, 5 planks per blade. So yeah, we're going to need, let's just go with a stack just so we have some of these for later, because we're probably going to need more of this anyway. So we're going to need a stack of treated wood, and I cannot remember the lacquer planks, how much you get per one. So it's 25 millibuckets plus a plank equals one of those. Okay, well, I'm going to go farm up a little bit of this Urshi stuff. So that comes from resin. We melt it in the crucible. We probably have some remaining over here, don't we? Pretty sure we had extras. Yeah, we have resin here. Okay, well, we throw that into our cauldron with some planks. We make the lacquer planks. I'll get to that. We'll start making some treated wood, or at least make some more treated wood, I guess I should say. We do have a few planks remaining from previously. I'll get to that, and we'll be back, guys. Alright, guys, so I'm just finishing up here, creating the rest of our treated wood planks. Yeah, so the lacquer planks, if you don't know, I know we looked at this a few episodes ago. It's been a minute since I last did, but it turns out that when you put the resin into the cauldron with a bucket of water, you put 4 in there, and then you get the Urshi stuff, you can put planks in there, and eventually it'll soak up that stuff and turn into the lacquer planks. It says in the recipe, if we go into here, let's take a look. Yeah, so lacquer planks, if we click this cauldron button here, you can see that with 50 millibuckets and a plank, you get a lacquer plank. At least that's what JEI leads you to believe, right? That's not really what happens. When you put that plank in there, it's using like 50 millibuckets every so often, and it seems like it uses about half a bucket before it finally decides to give you a lacquer plank. I would highly recommend never doing this recipe. There is another recipe here that I just noticed on page 2, where you can just grab the bucket and then wrap 8 planks around it to get the lacquer planks. Yeah, I spent a bunch of time here and a bunch of frustration trying to figure out why this thing is going so slow, why it's going randomly. It would do like one plank fast and the next one would take like 5 minutes. It's just like I couldn't figure out what was going on. I ended up getting like some cauldron slag because I guess the items were in there for too long and it just wasn't processing. I don't know. This mod, like, it's interesting, but at the same time it's super frustrating. But anyway, we got to the point now where we got our treated wood planks, so we should be able to move on a little bit. So let's do that. So the creosote I just got is still pulling it out of our coke oven. We still got like a bucket left in here from previously, and then we got all of this creosote ready to go. So yeah, let's get this going. We need to make 8 of these windmill blades, right? So we need a bunch of sticks here. So I guess, yeah, we're gonna need 8 of these. So let's do that. And then those go like that, and then this should go something along those lines. So there's our windmill blades. Very good. All right, so now that we have those, we should be able to wrap that around one iron ingot, and we should be able to proceed. So let's get that going. So here is the one windmill. Whew, that's taken a lot longer than I feel like it should have. So let's go back to the quest book, and the next thing wants us to do is the kinetic dynamo. Kinetic dynamo. Dynamo. Huh. All right, so the kinetic dynamo requires us to have 4 steel. It wants us to have a machine block, which is a lot of crafting. Oh, goodness. Okay. And then some copper coil blocks. So that is a lot of copper wire that we are going to need. So I'm using the shears. We can do the engineer's wire cutters, but I've just been using the shears on this. So we get 1 per. So we're going to need 4, 8, and then 16 copper plates, it looks like. All right, so we're gonna need 16 copper, turn into plates. That's an easy thing for us to do. It just takes a little bit of time, but we have other things to work on in the meantime anyway. So what I'll do is I'll just come over here, set that to the plate mold, put our other furnace here. Still can't use that powered one until we get better power, unfortunately. So we'll just do that. We'll throw the copper in here. That'll turn into plates when that's all done. All right, very good. So now that we got that going, we can look at working on some other things. Yeah, so we do need iron plates, lead plates, another iron rod, another magnet, more fluex. So we got some things that we're gonna have to work on here in order to proceed. Okay, well, I tell you what, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this all done off camera. We've seen how all these resources get made, how we smash iron plates or just melt them in the crucible over there. So I'll take some more time, do some more crafting, and we'll be back. All right, so now we have everything ready to go to make this kinetic dynamo. Ended up with an extra machine block and extra iron rod because of the crafting. You get 2 per each one of those crafts. So there's our kinetic dynamo. All right, very good. So that should complete that portion of the quest. So let's go back and take a look. So yeah, we got that portion done. Now it wants us to do LV wire connectors. We've already made the LV wire coils and LV capacitors. Okay, so LV wire connector. What does this cost? Okay, so we just take one of our electric connectors from Magnetic Craft and we just directly convert that. I guess I don't have any on me. We should have them right in here. All right, so there is an LV wire connector. So that is the first portion of that done. Easy. And then we need an LV capacitor. And an LV capacitor is made with some more treated planks, a small battery. Okay, so sulfur, lead plates. We can do that. So sulfur, I think it was 4 lead plates. Let's go ahead and smack those down real quick. Awesome. All right, so we have that, and then it was 2 copper and an iron nugget. I can't remember. 2 iron and 1 copper. Okay, so we have copper here, and then we need iron nuggets, which we can just use those. That should be just fine. All right, so going back into this, there is a small battery, and again, we're gonna need 4 more lead. A lot of lead plates going into this stuff. Glad I took all of our resources and smelted those down into ingots earlier. Definitely are needing a lot of them. All right, so now that we have that, we can do this, and there is an LV capacitor. Very good. So now that quest is fully completed, and we get ourselves an engineer's manual as a reward. So that'll tell us more about immersive engineering and how things work and all that kind of stuff. So moving on beyond this, looks like Stirling engine and some Buildcraft power is going to be in the line of progression, and it's going to get us into doing some lasers. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad getting that stuff done. And then automated crushing, this is another one that I am kind of interested in. I'm not exactly sure what the rock crusher does, but anything that we can further automate, I am all about that. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. So my inventory is a complete wreck. We've done so many different things today. I've taken so much time trying to get these things going. This cauldron over here, like I said, I'm not sure how it works. If you guys have any ideas what I'm doing wrong, why it takes such a random amount of time for things to process in there, let me know in the comments down below. maybe that's just how the mod works. Maybe that is what makes it fun, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.